So I may not be going next year to the reunion, the 20th anniversary of the first grade high school that I went to. I may or may not. I'm thinking about it, but it really depends, I think. I wanted to make a really quick video talking about it. Alright, so here's the video right now. I'm going to try not to go on and on for a bunch of hours talking about everything like I normally do. I like making really long videos for 10 hours, and there's a lot of reasons why. I believe my personal opinion. So I'm making this on this Monday. It's 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's the 20th of March 2023. So next year will be 20 years after graduating the first grade high school, home of the Vikings, the maroon gold. So some people would probably like to see me, and some people wouldn't. And I would be tempted. I would be tempted to go if I was able to like record everything with a camcorder, with my phone or whatever, film it, live stream it, interview people, and do whatever I want. And some people would be okay with that, and some people wouldn't. And so it becomes a question of how that would work. But that's the kind of person that I am. That's the kind of thing that I like to do. I like to record things and put things on the internet, and some people like it and some people don't like it, and some people will be like, you gotta get my permission, you gotta get my consent, and whatever. And people worry about these kind of things, you know, like people talk about this kind of stuff. People are obsessed with copyright and other stuff, other related stuff, and I think it's crazy for a lot of reasons. I talk a lot about copyright, but I also think about what kind of conversations I might have with people at the reunion next year. If I were to go, let's give an example. I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, so I go to the reunion, and I go up to a girl, and I said to the girl, "Hello, Selena. Well, now, what do you do?" And she will say, "Hello, Joey. Well, I got married. I have kids. And I am a real estate agent just like my father. And what about you?" And then I would say, I live with my parents at the age of 39. That's right. I'm 39 years old, and I live with my parents, and I do nothing. And that's it. And then Selena would look at me and say, "Okay, goodbye." And that's it. Then I'll probably do that 30 more times. That's right, 30 more times. Same conversation with everybody else. "Hello, what do you do?" "I do this and this and this. What about you?" "Nothing." Even though, like, actually, I would argue it is something. And I could also go through the stuff I've done. Like, oh, right after high school, I went to New York. Then I went to West Virginia. Then I went to Hawaii. And then I went to Portland. And then I went here. And then I went there. And then I did this and I did that. And then I worked here and I worked there. And I did this job and that job and this job, another job and this job, that job. A couple of jobs at the same time. And then no job. And then another job and this job. Then working at camps. Ooh, camp counselor. Ooh, Salvation Army. Ooh, Word of Life. Ooh, this. Ooh, that. Boom, 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 boom. And I made a lot of videos like that. I made a lot of articles, as a blogger, as a writer, make a lot of videos and stuff. And I can talk for many, many hours, and I've done it. Where I just talk about my life, and I'll tell people, oh, look at me. I was born in '85. I was homeschooled, born and raised in the ghetto, and I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk till my face melts off, which is already melting off partly right now. But I like talking about that stuff, and I believe in talking about it. I strongly believe in talking about myself, talking about that kind of stuff, talking about what I've done and what I do, what I'm doing, what I try to do, and all that kind of stuff, good and bad, good or bad, whatever. I believe in it strongly, and that's what I do. That's what I talk about. But if I go to the reunion and I try to do all that stuff with them, to them, what would happen? Well, some of them will be interested a little bit, and some of them won't. And I guess that's a very typical thing you got in life. It's a very normal thing. It happens. And sometimes there is a reason to do it, to do that kind of thing. And sometimes there isn't. You really gotta decide whether or not it's worth your time to do something like that. If you're thinking to yourself, do I go to a family reunion or to a high school reunion or whatever else, a college reunion? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And what can I get out of it? And what can other people get out of you? It's a really good question, and I don't think I really want to get into fully answering that question, but just want you to know that I guess if people really, really wanted me to go, I would consider going next year in 2024 in Oregon. If you want to see the oatmeal in Oregon, that's right, the Oregon oatmeal back in Oregon. I was actually in Oregon a little bit in February of this year, 2023, with my brother Peanut Butter jelly time, peanut butter joey time, peanut butter oatmeal time. That's right, working on the PBOT, the PBOVE. That's right, PBOT. I'm not gonna say POT pot because that could get banned. Maybe not, because it's not as bad as some of the other words that I found out on Twitter recently that I can't talk about it. But please don't play with me when I'm trying to lie. I don't tell my life story again for the 2000th time, and I really want to do it. And maybe I'm demented like Romer is, and maybe I'm mumbling my words like Sylvester Stallone. But what's a man gonna do when he's diving deep into the ends of the earth trying to figure out what to do? Because every once in a while, oatmeal like to go all Discord and talk to people like Roy Merrick, who's obsessed with the religion and the cult of time. He believes that if you haven't seen somebody in a very long time, then you may not really know them or something. And that may be true. I have to say, Roy says stuff that's half true, that's partly true, or whatever the case might be, depending on the day, depending on what he's saying and everything. The problem I run into is a lot of times he's taking a lot of stuff out of context, and I feel sad that he's almost doing it on purpose, taking stuff out of context and not really telling the whole story and everything, depending on who he is talking to, which is weird because when you're on Discord and you're in that group, you're on the Memes World Productions server on Discord, I'm thinking to myself, there's not a lot of people on there. I mean, even though I tell everybody about it, and there's a link to it in the description of this video on YouTube and It's on my Twitter. It's pinned to the top of my Twitter. The invite link to the Discord server where you find me and where I talk about my life. There's a channel on the server, on the Discord server. There's a channel that's called Oatmeal Joey Arnold. And I talk about myself. Whether or not I should or not, it's besides the point. God damn it. It beside the point. Anyways, I'm trying to make a very, 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 very short video right now. This is a short video. It's not going to be like 10 hours long. Literally, I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. Like 10 hours or something. Like 8, 10 hours. I'll do it. I might start doing it eventually. Just like doing really long videos or a bunch of videos all the time. Like 5 hours. Like 5 times a day. Or something like crazy. Something crazy like that. I could probably do it. I don't know if I should definitely do it. The longer the video, the more likely I wouldn't be able to talk nonstop during the whole entire time. And I guess it depends on how you want to do it. And I do have a lot to say. At least I think I have a lot to say. And I made a lot of videos. And I've lost a lot of videos because YouTube deleted over 10,000 videos of mine, and that makes me really, really sad. It makes me sad when YouTube steals my bike. It makes me sad when Kathy steals my bike. It makes me sad when the Elite Pagoda steals my bike. It makes me sad when Nick Becker steals my bike. Maybe he did it, maybe not. Maybe I should be throwing him under the bus, under the bike, under the oatmeal, under the guinea pig, Rob, Roo, and Oreo. Who actually I was over her. First girl that I slept with was a guinea pig. Does that mean I'm an animal sexual? What? I didn't say anything. What am I talking about? Anyways, I know some people like me and some people don't. And I feel like if I go to the reunion, some people are going to be okay with it and some people are not. But at the same time, some of them will try to be polite about it and pretend not to care or whatever. And some people don't care. Some people don't really think about me. Some people forgot about me. Some people might remember if they saw me and be like, oh yeah, I remember you. Hello. Goodbye. Very, very short. Even though, like I believe I was a little bit interesting for some people, and sometimes I was a joke. At least for some people I was a joke, or whatever, any combination of things during high school and throughout my life in general. And it makes me wonder, because I have done a bunch of stuff in my life that people don't like, and some of them will be at the reunion probably, and some of them will be like, we gotta get this person in jail, we gotta sue the hell out of Oatmeal because he uploaded videos of us without our permission, our consent, like pictures, videos, etc. And I've done that in my life off and on for many, many, many years. I do stuff like that many, many times over the past 20 years, since the early 2000s or longer. But at least since about 2004, I started uploading videos to the internet, and I've been, publishing pictures, and I talk about stuff, I talk about people, I talk about my life in my blog. Some people would be like, okay, no big deal. Some people may not like it, and I talk about this in my articles, my blog, that's syndicated on a bunch of websites. I'm talking about it on the Case Against Oatmeal series, where I talk about the crimes I'm accused of, and I was thrown into prison in 2012, and it's very bad. I must be a bad person because of what I did in 2012, and I hope you don't find out. Hope you don't look it up. I hope you don't Google me. Just don't Google me. Thank you. I know you're not going to do it. Thank you so much for not Googling me. It makes me happy because I know you just think, once you hear that word like prison, jail, dungeon, locked up, you think, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not personally, subconsciously you're kind of thinking that man must be a bad man, just like how Trump is scheduled to be arrested tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow, as I'm recording this and uploading this today. It's supposed to happen tomorrow, and New York is preparing for that. And we can talk a lot about that, about people. We can talk about politics and culture, and I do. I think about that kind of stuff, and I talk about it. And when you hear about people like him, Donald Trump, or you think about other celebrities, famous people, or you think about me, you can think whatever you want. And some people do want me dead. They want me to pay. They want me to suffer for a lot of different things, and I talk about that in my case against oatmeal series. I do, and I talk about it, and I really do want to continue to talk about it in my articles, in my videos, where I talk about all of that, about what people think and how people don't like me. Some people do, some people don't care. I imagine most people don't really think about it a lot. I would make these encouragement articles, these EA, that's right, not Electronic Arts. That's a company that made video games. They probably still do, like a lot of sport games, basketball, footballs, soccer, etc. Video games. EA, Electronic Arts. I made my own EA encouragement articles for people during high school, like people I knew, random people. It started out like they were playing cards like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff like that kind of thing. Except not a monster. It's just like people. Except I would have stats. I would have stats for the people. I would come up with random things for the people that I knew at school, at youth groups, and other places. It started probably around 2002, something like that. And it started out as like a small playing card kind of thing, and you get to play as yourself kind of thing, and you have stats, and I would rate the people. How fast are you? How smart are you? How quick are you? And what do you look like? What kind of animal do you look like? You look like a squirrel? What kind of fruit do you look like? And a bunch of things like that, and I would hand them out to like hundreds of people over the course of my life, at least hundreds of people or more, lots of people, because like I did it many times over the years, starting around 2002, and I kept on doing it year after year after year into like 2009 and maybe beyond 2009, but many years. We're talking like 7 years or more, where like I try to make these things. It started out like they were cards. Sometimes I'm doing the small cards, and then other times I would write articles. And I wrote articles for people in high school, and I wonder sometimes if they still have them or not, or what they think. Like, what do they think if they were to see me at the reunion in 2024? Will they talk to me about it, or will they feel like I was a friend or something? Do some people hate me or not? It's a lot of questions, and it's very normal for people to wonder. But I'm pretty controversial, and we will see whether or not I go or not. Well, I would like to know from people what they think. people who are going or not going. One thing that bothered me was there was a class of 2004 Facebook group that I was banned from. I was kicked off. I think Carrie Herrings created the group on Facebook. It was a class of 2004 group on Facebook. That is our class for our high school, Forest Grove High School, home of the Vikings in Oregon. And I wanted to be in the group, and I think I was not allowed or kicked out or something. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But as far as I remember, that's what happened. I apologize for this video if there is some audio delay. There might be some audio delay and other problems, like the video might be stressed out. There could be other problems too. There's background noise. It bothers me. A lot of things can bother me. And I know there's a lot of things that bother people too. There's a lot of things that people are bothered with. People are not happy with what I do. A lot of things that I do in my life, what I do online. A lot of people don't think about it. A lot of people don't know. But some people do, and some people don't like it. And if I show up at the reunion, well, some people are going to be like, get that oatmeal guy out of here. Because he did this, he did that, he said this, he said that. He uploaded videos and photos and stuff of us or of other people. We don't like it. We got to sue him because he broke the law, allegedly. I don't think I did, or I believe that sometimes laws can be wrong, or what have you, whether it's copyright, patents, trademarks, etc., and more. Much more, but all this kind of stuff related to law is very important to me. Very important to me. And I talk about it a lot. So I believe some people want me to go to the reunion and some people don't. And I feel like I might be able to record some of it, but some people may not like it. And some people might be recording it or whatever, taking pictures or whatever. Some people might not be. And it's really hard to say what I might do. Because I know in the back of people's minds, some of them are not going to be happy about it. Some of them don't even know that they're not going to be happy about it, but it's like you're stuck in a situation where, like, I don't know how much I would be able to say or do. I feel like I would be limited. Like, there may be rules like, don't talk about Christmas because some people don't celebrate Christmas. That's what Carrie Haynes said. That's right. Student body president. My senior year, 2003-2004, and we're doing the lip sync, the senior lip sync in December 2003, and I was the crab, Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. That's right, Disney's The Little Mermaid, before she was black, like Karen Herrings. And before we decided to do the Disney theme for the senior lip sync in the lip sync contest that we have every year at the high school, I was like, why not do a Christmas theme? And Karen Herring said, well, oatmeal. She didn't call me oatmeal, but it's like, oatmeal, not everybody celebrates Christmas, god damn it. And then they ended up doing Disney. And Disney was really good. And I played the crab. And I was lip syncing to Under the Sea. Darling's better, down where's weather. Take it from me. Take it from me. Don't you agree? But it's like, what was I talking about? Like, some people may not like stuff, a lot of stuff. Like, it could be controversial, and so people could be like, don't talk about Christmas, or don't talk about politics, or don't talk about this, don't talk about that, don't talk about this other thing. And there would be like a lot of things off topic. Maybe not. I might be overthinking it. But Roy Mack was like, what are you afraid of? And people change, and maybe people like you now. And I don't doubt that some people do, but some people don't. And some people have not really liked me, even if they say they do, they don't, kind of thing. Like, I think I know people really well because I have a lot of intuition about my gut telling me stuff. And I try to reach out to people. Like, I tried reaching out to people sometimes, like on Facebook or wherever, and sometimes, or a lot of times, it seems like they don't respond. Therefore, my thinking is, why would they respond in person? Well, they would respond in person because you want to be polite, but that's like surface level stuff. It's not cool. It's not cool. Like, I don't like surface level small talk, and I'm not happy about that. And I feel like it might be a waste of time for me to go to the reunion next year, because what will I get out of it? What am I gonna get out of it? And what are they gonna get out of me? What kind of trade will it be? What kind of transaction will it be? What kind of exchange will it be? I mean, I guess some people do it just for the memories, for the member berries, like Star Wars, the Disney Star Wars. Remember this, remember that, and people like to just have fun, kind of thing. And that's kind of why people do it for the most part. They're like, oh, hi, how are you doing? Ha ha ha, hoo hoo hoo. And that's kind of fun, and I'm not totally against it. I just feel like my life is really, really busy, and I feel like I'm doing things that are very important with all the stuff that I'm working on, the projects that I'm working on, the daily blog, the videos, the projects, the Arnold Attic, and everything else that I try to do, the logs, the lists, the articles that I write, the videos that I make, and everything else, the memes, whatever else that I think I'm doing, whatever else that I say I'm doing. I always feel like there's always more. And I try to emphasize on that a lot, again and again. Every once in a while, I try to talk about it. Every once in a while, I just try to let you know that I do things. That's right. I do a lot of different things, and I don't really talk about it because I would rather just get them done and then talk about it after they're done. And so I feel like I'm just like stuck in a limbo land of not getting stuff done. And I have a lot of ideas on a lot of things I'm working on, and I publish stuff online all the time, knowing that I may never ever get around to actually finishing a lot of it, and then it just ends up looking like a lot of chaos. Very chaotic, very, very, very messed up, very unprofessional, because I feel like I don't know what else to do as a clean freak, as a perfectionist, as a workaholic. It's very challenging for me to know what to really focus on and get done, because I feel the urgency to really get a lot of things done, get a lot of different things done, a lot of different projects are very dear to me. And I just want to state for the record that I'm working on a lot of things and I've failed a lot. I've been working on a lot of things. I've been doing a lot of things, and it's a lot of work. And part of me, like really wants to go to their reunion in 2024, and part of me does not. And there's a lot of reasons why I feel that way. Both ways. I'm very split, and I can go on and on and on about why I would do it and not do it. At the same time, the pros and the cons. I sort of talked about it a little bit already. Right now, like in this video, for the past 30 minutes, I kind of mentioned a few things about why I feel the way that I do. And these are like my opinions and everything. It doesn't mean that I'm absolutely true about everything, even though at least part of me feels like it's true. But you can like definitely try to prove me wrong. All right, you can try to prove me wrong or whatever. But I feel like if a lot of people or enough people were like, we really want to see you and we want to make videos with you and we want you to record a lot of it, and you can do whatever you want, publish it online on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, social media in general, anywhere, websites, platforms, apps, text, email, whatever, etc. Anywhere and everywhere, online, offline, totally public. Don't have to get permission, don't have to get consent. You can interview people, talk to people, record whatever you want, record everything for the reunion in 2024. And we want to talk to you about everything and anything. We don't care. And we can like dance and play basketball and talk and eat ice cream and have a fun time. If enough people were like that, they said stuff like that, or as much of that as humanly possible, then I would consider it. It is very unlikely that that they would say all of that. Maybe some of it, or some of it might be implied, assumed, or whatever, kind of thing. Or in general, I would likely not be personally invited. I might get invited by a few people. Maybe a few people who decide to organize the reunion. I imagine it would be Carrie Herrings, but then again, it might not be. Could be anybody. Some people will be excited to see me, and some won't, and some people won't say which one of them, which one they are. Like, they won't. That's the thing about people. They're not gonna tell you. They're gonna try to act polite on the outside. And I know some people don't like me or whatever. I know it's always like, it's always a combination of things, how people feel, and people don't really know. People don't really know how they feel about stuff a lot of times. So I'm not trying to guilt people, and I doubt any of them will ever watch this video, for example. I doubt that they see a lot of my stuff or any of my stuff. I imagine maybe a few times people may see it, and so it's like I'm not really making this for them. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I say all this to say, like, I'm telling you this for the record, and you as in me, as in, I don't know, whatever this video is for, whatever it ends up being. This is more like for the record, like how I feel, like a little snapshot, a little time capsule video right now, right here. This is like me just talking on the top of my head with no teleprompter teleprompter. I have no teleprompter. Yeah. Don't have no teleprompter, and I'm trying to talk clearly, trying not to mumble, but sometimes I like to do that, and I'm looking at myself as I record this, just looking at myself on OBS as I record this, and I think about all that stuff, and a little bother with my glasses, but I'll tell you what, I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of things about all this stuff, and I think about the pros and cons about whether or not I should go to the reunion in 2024 or not. I can go on and on and on for many, many hours about this. Yeah, I can talk about this longer because I want to say a bunch of things. I want to emphasize a lot of things for the record. Really want you to know what I think, what I feel, even if I'm dead wrong about it. Any of it, some of it, all of it, doesn't matter. I'm going to be really, 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 really wrong about a lot of stuff. And sometimes I say, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, and then I get 60,000 views on TikTok for it, even though it wasn't really good. I can work for many, many, many hours on a really, 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 really good video, and I can be like, that's so good. And again, I can get like 0 views or maybe 1 view, and then I can like spit out a bad video and get over 60,000 views on TikTok. What? Or 1,000 views on YouTube. And every once in a while that happens. And I wonder about that. And I wonder what's worth it in the end. If you want to fight, you got one. Whoa, AJ, what? OJ, Oatmeal Joey, OJ Simpson. I tell you what, I don't know. What am I going to tell you? I write about how I feel, and I put disclaimers. I put disclaimers on my articles, my videos, and I try to tell people again and again, my stuff is free. You can steal my content. Please don't steal my passwords and stuff. Like some stuff you should not steal and take from me. Please don't do that. But everything else is fair game. Copy left, not copyright. It's open source. It's it's fair use. It's transformative, and even if it's not, like, you can steal my content, you can edit it, you can mirror it, syndicate it, whatever you want. And that's how personally, that's how I feel. Not a lot of people feel like that, or some people don't feel like that. But I do, and I feel like it's better that way for a lot of reasons that I'm not going to get into right now. But yeah, I am very passionate, very, very passionate in what I say, what I believe, even if I'm wrong. And in life, it's good if you do that. It's very good if you do that. If you do that, you're very good, I think. And you really got to learn how to pick your battles. And I've picked a lot of battles in my life, especially in Vietnam. And my intention was good. My delivery was like the Star Wars prequels. It's like, you got a good story, but can you deliver? Can you deliver on the goods? It's a good question. So let me know how you feel about all this, and I'll keep you posted on all of this and more, because there's a lot more coming in regards to this. Cause I'm working on some stuff, and it's related to this, and I think it's really, 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 really good. The stuff, the projects, and everything, all these different things are really, 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 really good. But some people are not gonna like it. Some people are gonna go after me, and then I don't know what what's gonna happen, and then like it's gonna be really sad when people typically come over